Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Twitter. And on LinkedIn, I don't think I'm audible. I was just informed that nobody can hear me. So I'm going to close that one. I would encourage everybody to go to our page, and also obviously on Twitter, we are audible there. Thank you so much for joining on time. Today, we're going to be unpacking exactly how to use technology to stand out as an entrepreneur. And we are very fortunate to have Talifani Banks, who's the Group CEO of Analytics, who's an expert at this. And as Talifani is going to introduce himself as well, you will hear how he has used technology to capitalize on it, to start a number of ventures that he has started on his own. Mr. Talifani, without any further ado, it's such a pleasure to see you and to have you sharing your wisdom and your insights this afternoon. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
It's always good. It's always good. I hope everyone is good. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Technology network, this side is, it's a problem. I hope everyone is good. Is it my time now to go, or are you still doing the introductions?
Just give us another minute. So I'm just trying to enable the audio on YouTube. On YouTube, it's not audible. I'm still not audible there.
Okay, nice.
Just one moment. Just one more moment. Yes, we are live. Thank you, sir. Mr. Banks, over to you.
I hope everyone is good across the continent and outside the continent, right? Your audience. Happiness.
We have people who are late in the evening in their time zone currently. So,
wow.
So
wow.
That's why the 1 o'clock schedule works best, because later in the afternoon, it will be really be difficult for most people to attend.
Ah, nice, nice. Okay. For those who don't know me, I run a company called Analytics X, which is a group company to 5 entities, and one of them is Analytics Advertising, Spaza Eats, Jammy Trade, MST Learning, and AX. All these organizations are still emerging, and one of them, Analytics Advertising, is a well-known medium enterprise company across the continent, 8 times award-winning company. And Analytics X as a group, we've just recently partnered with Huawei to provide cloud services. Now we can provide cloud services. We have cloud centers from Huawei that we can provide as a service to anybody who need cloud services. So basically, as Analytics X, we can compete with other cloud providers. And also, we launching Spaza Eats next week on Thursday. So for those who are local in South Africa, in Gauteng, they should be looking to purchase nice African cuisines. And also we partnered with Pick n Pay. Pick n Pay is one of the local retailers, and our partnership with Pick n Pay is to enable entrepreneurs to get listed in Pick n Pay stores, and that will be launching somewhere in September. I'm saying this in case there's something that you guys one of you are in that and you want to leverage that. When I was hearing the topic on how to leverage technology, it comes in different ways to me. I will start from a personal level, goes to the business processes, and then talk marketing. From a personal level, I feel like firstly, we need to understand that the modern day jobs have improved from how things used to work back then. They have changed to new ways. I see you're talking, you're not talking to me now. Sorry. Oh, okay, cool. So the modern day jobs have moved from cool. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry about that. So the modern day jobs have changed from what we used to know back then. Back in the days, my father used to work for Transnet. Logistics used to be big in the days, but Logistics now, Transnet is not as big as then, but logistics is still powerful as a model. Logistics have shifted to digital, and we need to advance to digital, understanding how digital businesses work. Why I'm saying that is, on a personal level, we should know how to accept orders or take or order online. We should be comfortable with just buying things online, because that's where things are now moving to. And we shouldn't be afraid of technology in the sense of buying things online and things like that. And the reason why I'm saying this on a personal level, that's where it starts. If you can be comfortable with buying things online, not afraid of technology, communicating on promoting your business online, it means you are halfway to know everything else around technology. Now, for those who are going to be starting businesses and have their own businesses, you are asking yourself, how do I leverage technology to sustain my business and to expand and grow? What I can say is, firstly, from project management systems, we've seen, like I can give an example with a company we work with in mining. They were always paying people late, not understanding the leave days of each person, not understanding how much of assets is remaining based on the current projects and stuff like that. And the things are just segregated. And like they won't track who came in at what time. And what often happened is that every month end, they had strike, they had people striking that they were not paid the normal amount. They worked more overtime and things like that. That is a problem that you can solve through technology. We build a project management system that will work with kiosk, like a tablet. In the morning when the team comes in, they can clock in to say, I'm in at a certain time. The clocking system manages their time in, time out, and image recognition, and just to prove that that person came. And then once they are in that system, there is a project management system connected to it. A project management system allocates assets. If it's a mining company, they've got trucks and stuff like that. You will know which truck is where at what time. And also you will know who's working at what project. And what that does is it helps you connect your human resource with the current project. So you won't have projects that are on hand and they're not attended to because you were not tracking. Now you've got this one centralized project management system that can help you track all your projects. Now, if you're a manager or an MD in this company, all you have is a dashboard that tells you how your business is operating from clocking in system to the end. That's one way of managing technology. If you're a service business, we have a technology here we use a technology called Slack. And Slack is a communication management system. And something like Slack replaces WhatsApp. There's no need for us to be using WhatsApp to talk business anymore. And I understand that why we use WhatsApp is to simplify things and stuff. But Slack is an app, same way the WhatsApp works. And if any notification is coming from Slack, a person would know that this is business. So I would prefer, if you're a service business, whether you're in advertising, technology, or things like that, use Slack and communicate with your team right with it, because it helps you know that this is work time and this is grind season. Because a person can claim that you sent me WhatsApp, but I was not on my phone. I was not working. I was not on. Those are the challenges you will get from WhatsApp, because you are reaching people from their personal platforms. But now, if it's Slack and it's within working times, you can track it and you can argue why things are not done, and you can argue where things are. Also, Slack allows you to load documents and have information saved. So you don't have to keep information on your laptop. You can have drives that are connected to it, that all your company documents are saved there. And one of the challenges that we used to have back in the days was that information would stay in my laptop or a few people's laptop, and people will struggle to find it. Now, all information is categorized and it's on the drive, and it's all upon access. So if you need access to get certain information, company information, this and that, it's all in the drive upon access and restrictions. What that does is, beyond myself, the company still lives. And most cases, what we build businesses that have to work with you existing and with you there, with you. That's why it's difficult to go and leave, because everything is connected to you. Now, when you are having a system like a Slack, you are automating the process. Now we can go to calendar and managing your project management. We use Jira for project management system. Now there's you've got Slack for communication, and Jira you can use it for managing the project and managing how far one is. So you can see, for example, if tech team is working on a software development or an app development, you've got 2 months to build this technology. You can see which stage they are in, and they are constantly updating, and new updates if there's new bugs or new problems that they are figuring out if they need more time. A project manager can track that progress, and they can know how far you are, so that you don't get into a final meeting and things are not done. I know that these are problems that we get as emerging entities, that we realize on the last minute that my things are not done. So you can use platforms like Jira, Monday.com, there's many others like those that helps you track your projects. And that's what I can say. Then if you are into a business that needs human intervention, you can look at things like we built a technology for one of the companies, and we involved IoT. IoT is like Internet of Things. It can be for cell phones or tablets or screens and things like that. We built this technology here in South Africa and in Botswana. So maybe let me give you, the company specializes in producing cement, and they wanted to get to understand their end user who's buying cement. And they wanted to understand who is buying our cement, where are they from, and what they're buying it for. So we built this platform called Sure Rewards, which allows you to reward a customer cashback. And we also manage the process of paying cash back to customers. And because in Botswana, we understood that the market was still very much using USSD, although there are about 50% of people who are using smartphones, there is a lot of people who are buying cement, but they're still using USSD. But how do we reach them? Because we want to capture their receipt. And if you want to capture receipt, you want to capture date, time, information, and the proof. So you can't do USSD to collect that information. So we put kiosks in cash in Builders World, in all those building material company retailers, and we put kiosks that allows people who are buying cement to now not only use apps and web desktop to in the store. After they buy cement, they can load the receipt via a kiosk system, which allows us to capture information directly. That's how you can capture information from a community that does not understand technology. Why I'm bringing this up is that you can argue that, no, my business is not for people who, it's for old generation, or it's not for people who understand technology. You can use IoT to get the information. We've also built a technology for a mining company that uses currently a well-known CRP system for collecting information. Now, these guys, they wanted extra information of what their trucks are doing, the geospatial of the trucks, where are they going, why are they taking too long. They wanted to monitor the movement of their trucks in a mining, and they had more than about 66 trucks. So all those 66 trucks that were moving, they wanted to track them in real time, understand where are they, so to know how their business process is moving. This is beyond their current existing ERP system. We built a geospatial technology that each truck had a cell phone that we bought from China, of course, and then we connected with the system. So as soon as the driver gets in the truck in the morning, he will log in and biometrically approve himself that he's driving. So for all the routes that he will be taking, these guys have a big screen that they will be tracking and seeing every truck in real time. This is how you track your trucks. That's how you use your system. You can be in any business. If you use IoT, you can include every customer. I believe that I've targeted personal. I've talked about business services, and I've talked about I've talked about IoT, which covers different industries. So in that case, if you have any question of how to use technology to process and optimize your business, I'll be willing to take questions. Now let's move to, how do you scale up your business? How do you take it to the next level using technology? Let's understand that back in the days, traditional media advertising was very expensive. We're talking about billboards. Billboards, you spend about 500,000 to have a nice billboard on the highway. We're talking about TV. We all used to sit around generation and watch, and all of us 10 people watching one box. And that's how you used to reach us and advertise your Rama advert. That's how you could reach us back in the days. Things have changed. You can reach us through our cell phones. Individually, you can know who you are talking to. The approach to advertising has differentiated from targeting 100 or 10 people who are sitting on one TV to one person. You have to understand who you are talking to individually, beyond a group. Like, advertising is no longer a Rama advert on TV, then it goes, then you say, yeah, I know that 10 million people are watching at this time. It's identifying a niche of a market that you want to sell to, and then you sell them, you create a content that speaks to that market, and you target that market, because now you can identify the user. You can identify the person who's watching your ad. You can know their demographic and where they stay, what they do on a normal basis. If you don't know, you can improve your systems by bringing reward solution. Reward solution, if you don't know, for those who don't know, it's another way to understand more information about a customer. If you see any reward technology and they're giving you points on the reward, I'm saying this before I finish that thing so that you can get to know why. If you are going to buy cash at ShopRite, I don't know you. You bought cash in and out. That's fine, but I don't know you, so I can't target you next time. For me to know you, I would give you a point system that will give you rewards, and you will know that you are getting rewards. On my side, I am tracking every sales that you are doing. So in my sales, I've got a pattern of people like you who are making similar sales. So I can easily project what type of customers buy from me, when and what time. I can create a basket of a basket analysis of customers who buy at a certain time and they buy a certain product. That means I can easily anticipate my customer. Why I'm saying this is to identify and know your customers. Back now to advertising. You have to implement systems that allows you to know your customers directly. If you are not in a retail business like that, what I just gave an example, you are probably in a digital service business where you can know your customers online. You know individually the type of people who follow you, the type, what things they do. If you don't know, improve your quality of collecting information. Use things like Google Analytics to simplify things. Use Google Analytics. If you want to go deeper, collect the information through your systems and use Python data scientists to analyze your data. This is now dissecting your customers. It's very important that in the modern day, you understand who's buying from you, because the same customer who bought from you, there's someone like them who wants the same solution. For example, I gave an example about mining. If a mining company comes to us and they're looking for a certain solution, we already know that mining companies, they need the same problem. They have the same problem. And all we do, we keep improving the product, but we are reselling to our cross mines. And that's why we have 7 mines that we are working with. Manufacturing. If we have solved a problem in manufacturing, that is stock management, we know already more manufacturing companies need the same solution. We automate the same process, manufacturing. That's why we produce the system for vapes company. And they do vapes, but the stock management process is the same. And now you are simplifying the process of collecting information. The guys who are going to quantify how much the stocks are doing, the accountants, and now they've got a centralized system that collects this information. It's difficult to run a manufacturing company without a system. And you will need to collaborate. You don't need to buy all this expensive system. You can get your own tailored, that probably you get it for 100,000, or you can negotiate to be 50,000 that we can even build for you, and then you run your business. Why I'm saying this is there's different types of businesses that you're doing. And sometimes the reason why you are not scaling is not because you can't scale. It's because you are doing everything and you are not automating the process. Remember, business is system. Business is a process. Even the olden days, there was a person in sewing business. There was a person who was cutting the cloth. There was a person who was putting the cloth together. There was a person who was cutting, and there's a person who's ironing, and there's a person who's selling. It's a process. Everything is a system. Even your business, build it like a system. If it's a digital, build it like have a centralized communication, have a sales funnel system, have a communication system, and build the channel. Let it be automated. You can't be a human resource, accountant, HR, finance, everything, one person. You can build a system that allows that to be without you. What I'm trying to say is, if we are going to build business that are only existing through our existence, they're not going to last after we pass on or after we retire. And we need, from the beginning, we need to build a system that works with or without us. Now, we had a chat about this last time when I was here. We're talking about digital, leveraging digital. And all I can say is marketing. It used to be difficult to have businesses back in the days because you didn't have 500,000 to advertise on a traditional media. That's what made it difficult for us to have businesses. We didn't have a budget to invest on big marketing, and we couldn't compete on radio, TV, newspaper, leaflets, and all of that because we didn't have marketing budgets. We need to understand why we couldn't have business. Those are the engineering that were existing then. But today's time, you have Facebook, and there's more than thousands of people on Facebook. You have to change the perception of how you see these guys, change them from seeing them from friends and see them as customers. You are now have to reach people in a simplest form. And the simplest form of reaching people is through digital media. The reason why we talk about digital media is because it's the cheapest form of reaching people. And in digital, we all have opportunity because there are those who pay, and there are those who tell nice stories, and there are those who are just likable. If you are likable, you are likely to have your business grow. If you tell nice stories, you are likely to have your business expand. If you have a budget, you are likely to buy audience by paying an influencer or paying for ad campaigns. What we need to understand that is business opportunities can be bought. You can leverage audience. Either you put 10,000 and create a campaign, or you pay an influencer like somebody who's known, you pay them 10,000, they reach already their audience. You are buying digital presence from them to advertise your business. Why is it that we are still broke if you can do that? Why is it that your business is not growing if you can do that? Because one of the reasons why your business don't scale is because you are not known. Nobody knows you. You don't exist. Why would you make money if you don't exist? All the businesses that are making money are the businesses that don't have to market themselves anymore. They are businesses that have automated the process of acquiring customers. Pick and Pay does not call you to come and say, come and buy. You already know when you wake up, you need to go to them. Why? Their presence is visible. You need to build presence. And what I'm saying is that digital platforms have allowed us to build digital presence in a simplest form and allows us to compete on the highest level. Analytics advertising didn't have that budget in the highest form, but can now compete on the highest level in the continent. Analytics X as a group is now regarded as a continental company, technology company, and a global conglomerate company because of digital media. We leverage LinkedIn, we leverage Instagram, we leverage TikTok, and also platforms that are not there yet, but we use people who are on those platforms to market for us. That's why we push budgets on YouTube, we push budgets on TikTok and Twitter and stuff to have people promote products that are ours or our company that we partnered with for. There are budgets that we push out for companies that we have partnered with for marketing or even our products. And that's you buying space and buying audience to extend your product. Now we are about to launch Spaza Eats next week, Thursday, which is a food delivery platform selling African cuisines. And this platform, we aim to reach everyone in the Gauteng region until we go national in 2 months. And the best platform to reach these people is to go digital. And we are using the same opportunity as you. So in 2 years, it shouldn't be that, no, these guys had more opportunity to do whatever. It's because they leverage technology to grow. Let's find ways to build technology within our environments to scale. And in the modern day, we all have the same opportunity. That's what I can say. I can take questions from here because we all from different industries, and I don't want to only cover one industry. So if you have a question that is relating to a different industry, I can take it and answer it because I've worked in various industries. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry, can anyone who has a question can unmute themselves. Can I start though? Because I have people from a different country who will drop off in a minute because it's at night where they are. The question is, are there tools that are free, and how do you optimize the visibility of those tools that you are using as a startup? So I think this is somebody who's still in an idea stage. I got it.
Most of the tools that I mentioned, they are free tools, like Slack is free, but as soon as your team, it grows and you are making certain progress, you will have to go to premium level to start accessing more benefits. But these are platforms that you can access for free and start using them now. As soon as you start making money, you pay them, but also they are not that expensive for one person or 2, 3 people. And I believe that once you have 3, 4, you can expand and scale.
Got you. Anyone else with a question? I think that's the only question, because the same question is the same question on Twitter, similar, but I think the answer would have been the same.
I see another one here. Let's know much about that Spaza things too. Should I say something about it, Minta?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, sir.
Spaza Eats is a food delivery platform, but it's a marketplace. We're going to add more things. We're going to be able to sell. We partnered also with Mastech, so we're going to be able to sell technologies also like cell phone, batteries for electricity and stuff, and scooters for those who want to be joining in the food delivery platform. But how it works is, it works in 3 ways: a customer, restaurant, and a driver. A customer would order on a restaurant that is near their radius within 12 kilometers, and you order your favorite African cuisines, and then a restaurant will accept the order within 5 minutes, and then your order will be prepared. The driver will come and collect and deliver. We partnered with a company called Agility. It's an electric manufacturing company. They produce the car manufacturing company that produce electric cars, and they also produce electric scooters. So they've given us more than 400 scooters that will be moving around Gauteng. Our job is to brand them. For those who came to the launch, we had some of the scooters that were shown there and how they work. Each scooter can make more than 75 deliveries, 1 battery, and each driver have 2 batteries, so they can make more than 150 deliveries a day, 1 driver. So we've got a lot to deliver and a lot to do. So currently we are looking for restaurants that wants to collaborate with us. We don't charge anything. We just add markup on the sale. And if you want to be a restaurant partner on Spaza Eats, you download Spaza Eats store app, and then you register your menu and your store, and then we will make you live by Thursday. Already now, the apps are live on Android, Huawei, and iOS, and all the stores are closed for now for those who are going to download Spaza Eats. If you are going to download Spaza Eats as a customer, just download an app called Spaza Eats. That's the customer app that you should get. And more about it, it's a food delivery platform for now. And in 2-3 months, we'll be adding other things and making it a marketplace. And we plan to scale it across the continent. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big platform. Yeah. Also, we partnered with Huawei. Huawei is our partner at Analytics X. We can provide cloud services. We've got a new white label service called X Cloud. And also, we also have our cloud space for Spaza Eats, so we can scale the product and across the continent. Our payment gateways, we are using PayFast and MTN. MTN is our partner. And if you are in regions where you're still holding cash, you can go to an MTN agent and convert your 200 to a 200 digital on Momo app. And then on Spaza Eats, you can pay via Momo. Yeah, you can pay via Visa or Momo or other things like RCS and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, we have one question. Actually, this is quite a good question from Facebook. With all these tools that are available in the market that you have suggested, how do I know it's the best fit for my business? Particularly if I'm a startup, how do I use that data effectively? I can answer part of that question. Yeah, that's a question.
Yeah, I think different industries vary, and you are correct that it's important to know which system should I use. And that's why I was touching on manufacturing. I also touched on a service business. I also touched on a mining. I touched on different things. So because there are various systems to use. If you had given me an example to say, I'm in a selling business, I would suggest a business. I would suggest
They're in textile. They are in textile.
Textile.
Yes.
Textile is proper business. Textile is proper. You know, what is the biggest solution that I see in textile? I'm saying it because now I'm working with this company that is in textile to make my branding for Spaza Eats on the scooters and stuff. So now when I saw them and how they're doing production, I'm like, everything is everywhere here. So one of the biggest problems you have is dispatching the order, receiving the order, managing the order, and dispatching. So you're receiving so many orders, and you end up treating those you know first, and those ones that are big corporations so that you can move first. But you don't have a system that accepts your orders and then push out, and a customer is aware of it, that their request is still on production. It hasn't been dispatched yet. You don't have a process. So it's important to build a stock management system that also allows, that also takes orders. So it takes orders, it puts you on a waiting list or something until your order is accepted, and then it goes through processing, or your order is being processed, and then that processing can be 2 weeks, can be a week for you to manufacture the textile. And then once the order is done, you can report. The person just need to log into the system and see that the order is done. The order is done, now it's dispatched. When it's on dispatch, it has to show them that it's being delivered. It's going to be in your environment by this time. If you have more people, you can even have a person who call before dispatching to confirm the direction and the address of your place. But all you need is a system that is managing your process of accepting orders. Because I know now already that you are constantly getting calls. You are complaining that people are calling you from everywhere. And all you are doing, you're complaining about positive problems, but you want to make them negative because you don't have an automated system. How about you have something that when a customer calls you, like, no problem, I'll send you a link now. On the link, when they log in, they can put their details and they can talk about their orders. For those who are consistent buyers, they can register and become a merchant. So the next time they just log in and make a placement order. That system, I can build that for you. It's not an expensive system based on the orders that you are making. If you're in a textile business, that's a big operation, and we need to respect it by building a system that is automating the process of receiving orders and dispatching things. What I know already is that you've got orders that are existing that you haven't put out because you are preferring another customer.
Oh, got it. Wow, that's a great answer. Messi, you have the floor, sir.
Yeah, I think it's easier when they give you an example.
Thank you very much. Hi, Talifani. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I have a question. Your company, right? Does it, if I want a certain system, do you create that from scratch? Is it a case of I should already have some kind of a process or idea or design in place, or do you help from beginning to end? You know, let's say I just don't know where to start. Do you do that, or do you what would you require of me?
100%. We will help you, take you through the journey. We are a tech company. We have solution architects, software developers, data engineers, data scientists, and marketers. Software solution architect is a person who's listening to you and your problem statement, and he draws the architecture for you, the framework. That framework, we might charge you a minimum amount like 10,000, 15,000 to draw the architecture. You can take it to another developer and say, please build it for me. But if you still want us to build, we can build it for you in-house. It's easy for us to build a technology. Most of your questions and your problems are similar. If it's a stock management system, it's the same pattern. It just might not have everything. Like maybe you don't have trucks or cars, so you don't need geo tracking, or you don't have that, but the system of managing stock is the same. And if it's a service management business, project management service, and some of those systems we already have. So we would ideally, we would show you what we already have, and we tell you what we're gonna add, and then we draw you an architecture. We say, this is what you are looking for. If you agree, we go on development. Some systems takes about 2 weeks. So basically we build systems within 4 weeks. 4 weeks, we can build you from scratch, done.
Oh, okay. And then do you provide any support for if you need to add a feature or your system is giving you an issue or things like that? Is support involved?
100%. So once we build a system, we are still involved in walking the journey with you in terms of management consulting. We don't even have to charge a lot for an emerging company, but it's our responsibility to make sure that your system works. And if you want to mine information, we build that dashboard that is automated, so you don't have to pay us every time. But if you need us to consistently build something else or that will be another session. But if we have to maintain what you have, we can just charge you like a storage, whatever fee, because now we've got a partner with Huawei as well. But we're not expensive. We're just like minimum. Our job is to help businesses stand. And the more we do that, the more we are scaling. But it's our responsibility to make sure, yeah, you exist at a very much affordable rate, and you are getting the same, you are providing the same business process like a big retailer or a big business.
Yeah. Somebody, sorry, Mercy, I cut you. I'm sorry. Were you finished with your question?
Yes, I was done. I was just saying I understand. And then what's the process to get in contact with you, Talifani, to just have a more in-depth discussion about this?
Like a one-on-one, yeah.
Yes.
I think
he will share his contact details just after our masterclass, and I will also via email, since you RSVP'd, you'll actually get it as well via email.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you
it's
can
only
contact.
A pleasure. It's only a pleasure. Somebody else, since you are already on this subject, there's somebody else on the chat who says, could you include the manufacturing and construction business as well? What is available there?
Manufacturing and construction is our business. Just to give an example, we work with PPC Cement, and we've built technologies for PPC, not just in South Africa alone, in Botswana and stuff like that. So when it comes to manufacturing business, we understand the construction level and manufacturing. Manufacturing, you're talking about a stock management system, production management system, and then you are also, if it's a big business, you're talking about merchant management. So this one system of managing stock or your current stock on hand is also managing your clients, your merchants who are ordering on your system. So when they order, the system must automatically tell them how many units are on hand, and they can be told that this is units is on hand and whatever, they are able to order. Also, them being able to register as a merchant allows us to give them a dashboard that will tell them how much discount they have received, if we have to give them rebates and stuff like that. But as a manufacturing system, it's similar to a textile. It's a stock management system that allows us to manage our stock, manage our warehouse, and manage our dispatching products and how many units are moving out per minute. So we can estimate per day how many units we sell, so we can use some budget to bring in. Maybe we don't have to order more products, because the more products, maybe, for example, if you have product A, product B, product C, product B is the one that sells. There's no need to stock product A or to produce product A in a high quantity, because it does not sell. Then you will focus on product B. You can easily see this on a system that is automated, so that you can see that we use something called, after we have the data in systems, we can build models like time series, where we are trying to do forecasting. We're trying to forecast how many units can we sell next week, on a Monday, on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. And if we know that product B will sell so much on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and we have minimum units, it means we can anticipate the sales now and we start ordering more of product B, and we use our budget on product B instead of product A and C kind of thing. So that stock management system help us to manage our stock that we are producing or we are buying in, and also the stock that we are selling out to the customer. So that is our, we specialize in mining, manufacturing, construction, digital, and all of that. Those are our key industries that we are in. If you notice, I didn't talk about banking, insurance. As much as we can do it, is not our strongest strength, but it's something that the process of creating system is the same. Retail, manufacturing, mining, easy for us, easy work to solve. Ed tech, I see Lydia's question. I'm trying to build an ed tech platform and worrying on how to leverage all this to my business advantage. What would work for ed tech? My business still in the primary preliminary stage. I don't know if you have built a system yet, Lydia, but what is coming to my mind, we need to build an e-learning solution that allows us to manage our students and allows us to manage our courses, and also allows us to provide courses online. So guys can be on the classroom, but that course needs to be loaded online on a system so that people can go back and revise. I'm thinking that you are in a tech, you are in an e-learning business where you need to have a system where you manage all your students online. They can do tuition fees, they can do management of their homeworks and stuff and assignments on this one platform. And actually, we've got a platform like that already that we have built. So if you are looking for it, Lydia, I've got a system to present to you already. Yeah. What about banking? Banking is it's something that we would love to be in. We've never been given an opportunity to be in a bank, although we've worked with Eswatini Bank in Swaziland. We've done analytics for them and we build dashboards for them. What I'm saying, and also we applied for this project for APSA. I don't know, I think it was not given to anyone. We thought we were going to get it to build a system for managing small businesses. And it would have been nice to have our breakthrough into the banking system. But the process of managing data and building system is the same across banking, insurance, and we can build it if you've got, yeah. Yes, just like UCT High School. I'm not getting that. How do we get hold of, okay, yeah, you'll share that. Yeah. If there's any questions, I'm here.
Matako, you can unmute yourself. You have the floor.
Thank you, Kolela and Mr. Banks. I am Masako and I own a clothing brand in South Africa. We manufacture and sell clothes online and through a store in Johannesburg.
Nice.
So my question is, thank you. So I realized that I struggle a lot, right, with operations management, especially on the production side.
Yes.
And I've been looking for systems. There are different ones that I'm finding in different places. Like for inventory, I have one. For order management, I have one. For quality, I don't. For accounting, I have zero. So do you know of any systems, or as a small business, you advise that someone build something from scratch?
I know what you're saying, right? And I'm sure you're looking for something that is simple, automated. I would say that you find a way to build the one that works for your business in a cheapest way. Then you connect, because everything you've said, like inventory, stock management, accept payment and all of that, you can on board, like you can embed Sage in there and then just automate the process. But the process of getting orders, process of managing stock on hand, process of managing dispatch, this can all be one system. And I don't know what you're using now, but I think we can build something like that for you. But my thing is that right now, listening to you, you are paying for the for this one, you're paying for that and that and that, probably 5,000. or whatever a month, or 3,000. Why not get one that automates your processes in a way that you don't have to log in, and every time people have to, your team have to depend on you? Because some of those systems, I can almost guarantee now, even though I'm not in your business, that only you or someone who's close to you have access, which means that without you, things are not automated. How about we get one system that push the pipeline of orders? When we have orders coming in, their stock is connected to that ordering process. So customers, as they order, they can already see that we've got stock on hand, or we can produce. And then it also manages the relationship in a sense that if a person logs in, they can see that is still under manufacturing or still under processing. So they don't call you in 2 weeks and they say, our things are not done. We need to build that trust by having a system. Because one of the things that I've noticed from a textile company that I'm working with now, he's always getting calls. His phone is ringing, and he's a busy man. This guy is producing PPEs for mining companies, and he's making big bulk orders. What he end up doing is not getting all the calls on his phone, because some of those people want to talk to him directly. So maybe you can have a system that automates the process of getting orders, even though not everyone is going to do that, but you are managing the process of manufacturing your product so that people don't complain and stuff like that. But it can be one system, we can build it for you.
That is very helpful, because that's exactly what happens, right? And for like the order tracking at the moment, we use Excel. Like I created an Excel sheet called order tracker that I mark green when it's delivered, I mark orange when it's in production in the workshop.
And you need an admin to do that. You end up doing the admin.
Yeah, like our Zero, the way we do the accounting, and the Shopify, where our online store is hosted. And I'm trying to use Zoho inventory for managing the inventory. All of those are separate and they don't work together. So it still takes a huge effort to try and integrate them and make them speak to each other automatically, which I haven't figured out yet because I'm not an IT person. So I've just been scratching my head if there's something like a solution for a small business that's not too costly, but they can get the work done. Or do we need to build, like, is it a build out, or do we wait until later to have a fancy build out? I've been debating that in my mind.
Okay, no, now you make it simple for me. So if you're using those type of systems, we need to retain whatever is working now to make your orders, which is your, you mentioned this, forgetting it now, this online ordering platform that you're using. So we need to connect Shopify. If we can't connect Zoho, then we get something else that works already that is there. And we can help through the process of making sure that process work. If you need another system, then we'll either choose whether to build it for you or to connect the API through other system. So it's not all the time that we have to build a technology, especially if you need something very cheap and affordable to process. And I mean, already you've got your things working. We just need to automate the process of now taking orders and automating the process of maintaining the order until process and dispatch. Maybe that's the system you need instead of Zoho. But yeah, we can look at it and see the flow. It's all about automating the flow. Then you can add someone else to manage that process.
I really appreciate that. I would get in touch with you after the meeting so we can have a further discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, Mr. Telfane, please do not leave without giving your number as well and your email address to colleagues on the platform. Can I start with the people who are actually on Zoom already? Vusani, can I start with you, and I'll read some of the questions that are here online.
So yeah, you're well aware of my business and what I do. Yes. So obviously I'm jumping onto Spaza Eats.
Yes.
So we're in the process of that, and they've told me that there's a bit of some challenges in terms of putting on groceries. As you know, I'm dealing with cooked meat as well as raw meat. So now one of my biggest competitive advantage, or something that I want to push, is selling fresh meat. Because I've seen that a lot of people do suffer in terms of that, because they buy meat from the shelves and they are not aware of how long that meat has been there. Although sometimes they do right when they package it. People have a trust thing where they're not so sure. So in terms of that, obviously one of the solution would be partnering up with Spaza Eat in terms of pushing orders in real time. But for now, obviously that is not possible, as you guys are saying you're not yet ready for that. So what type of system would you say is best for me to use in terms of getting clients to order through my system, and I will be able to push fresh meat in a convenient time? Obviously, I don't want the customer to wait 2-3 days for them to get their orders, but I want it to be convenient, and I want to deliver fresh meat, to my customers. How could I go about doing that?
Okay, I like that question, Vusani, and thank you, brother. So what with Spaza Eats, we can activate grocery, we can activate soft technology stores, and we can activate pharmacy and parcel. But what we have discovered is that if we go like this, we might not optimize our delivery, because grocery, you can deliver it in a day. But fresh food, fast food, you have to deliver within an hour. And our problem is, if we have, let's say we have 5 stores within similar place, but only one is a restaurant and most of them are groceries. Our deliverers will get used to delivering in 2 hours, 3 hours, and we won't optimize. And fast food, they need to be delivered within a given time. So what we are trying to do is activate fast food first, so that we can optimize delivering within an hour. Then when we have optimized that and people are trusting our service, then we can bring other groceries and we can tell them that you can choose whether you want to sell this within, you want to receive this within 3 hours or 4 hours, because grocery, you can choose the amount of hours you want. And challenge with us is that grocery, you don't have to deliver it frequently like fast food. So the partnership we have for delivery makes us deliver quickly. So if we are not doing quickly deliveries, our partner in who's handling our deliveries will think that it's not making them money, because they're only making 5 deliveries in a day. So we have to optimize the food deliveries, and then we can come to grocery. That's what we've done. And on the fast food, where you are making your meat cooked and stuff, we can always collaborate so your meat can get to your customers fast. And then grocery, let's look at it in 2-3 months. In the sense that you now wants to have a platform to sell your meat, I would advise that you have a web platform, a simple web platform. You can even use Wix to build this. I don't know if you've used Wix before. You don't even need me to build this. I can show you how to build it, but you go to Wix. One thing I like about Wix technology is automated. And what you are trying to do there, you give different types of meat that you sell, but you also give different types of hours. So customers can say they want it now within 3 hours, and they can click a certain button. And customers can say they want it, they can get the delivery within 5 hours. They click a certain button, and they can say they want it within a day or 24 hours. That now allows you to know how long you need to deliver the meat to this customer. And that one website can translate to an app in 3-4 months if you have optimized your app and if you have optimized your website and people are knowing it. What I'm saying is, once a customer orders a meat and they go to this one platform, they register, they say they're looking for this meat, they put their details. You have a funnel of inbox of all the orders that are coming in, and you can manage them from that level, from email first, until we build a system that works for you, that you can manage the orders. But in this case, I would say start from a website level, receive the orders, and as the orders are coming, now we can automate the process by building an app and managing the dispatch. I mean, I already have the technology for you. I just don't want to go there and say, I'll give you this app. I mean, I just need to rebrand Spaza Eats and give it to you. And I say 1.5 million. I don't want to do that. I want to say that we can start where it's possible. Customer just have to click a link. You spend 5,000 to build this thing. And all we're doing, we are optimizing sales for everyone to know, and then we are optimizing orders. And if that is coming frequently, then we can look at an app, and then we can work on a way that you can pay me if I give you the solution. We rebrand Spaza Eats to Meat app, for example, and then you do your thing. But what you have is powerful. Like, how many people want fresh meat directly right now? It's just people don't know. But if they knew that you exist and you provide quality meat, people would be ordering from you in real time.
100%. No, I'll reach out to you. I'm happy that you're willing to give me that solution.
Oh, you've got the 1.5. Hey, rich man. Right. But we'll work out the pricing. We can rebrand. Also, it's the build up on a technology that was many technologies. So we can dissect it and say, what do you need? Then we put it together, rebrand. I can do that. App done.
100%. 100%. No, we'll talk about that one.
Sure, brother.
Thanks, Dad.
Awesome. Any question, Messi?
I have Mando. So, Namato, sorry, I know your hand has been up for a while. Mando, you have the floor, ma'am. Madam Mbata, you have the floor.
Sanbonani, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Firstly, where do we get Vusana? Because
Vusani is in Randburg. He's in Randburg. You can also put, yes.
Vusani, please do share your details. There are people who would like to collaborate here with you.
Okay, perfect. I will do that on chat, but also on the group, on the C5 group, if people are there, I'll also share my details.
Fantastic. That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, we are on C6. That's why we couldn't find you.
Oh,
don't worry. Don't worry. I'll share with everyone.
Please share them.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Just share them on C5 when up so that I can remember as well. Who else? Mando, you have the floor.
Me? No, I'm not going to call Stella.
So
that was one. Talifani.
I'm here.
Yes. The lady who just spoke about retail some time ago, long ago, I created what she wants, but it was blank, not blank. It was still before the technology got this advanced.
Yes.
How can you help me bring that to life? Okay, my background, when going back, I am from a retail, one of the biggest retail stores in South Africa. Yeah.
Checkers,
so,
right?
No. And so I was in back office. So the system came because of my being in systems in stores.
Okay.
SAP?
Yes. Yes.
Hello?
Yes, you were using SAP in that retail store?
No, not SAP. I was working for Edgar's, Talifani.
Okay, it's a clothing store. Okay.
You got it out of me. Yes, I was working for Edgar's, and then I saw that small businesses are still using Excel and all that, and I created a whole system that includes stock coming in, stock going out, payroll, the whole shebang. But I didn't know how to connect those two to it being a system that one can go from this screen to that screen and that screen and that screen, and like include what you were saying about having people being able to share records of the store, you not being in the store already, and
automated process.
Yes.
So you have built this on Excel?
I built this on Excel, yes.
Okay, we can automate that process on a system. You will need a system that allows it to be online, and then it collects the information on the database. From the database, then it pulls information to update on a dashboard for you internally or that business that you are working with to show them how many stock are on hand or how many orders they have, and then they can manage the dispatch and things like that. We can automate that.
I think I did it for merchandise, but mostly at the time I was concentrating on salons.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I worked at a salon as well, and our admin was just a mess. So that's when that's where the idea started. That was long ago, 1998,
but it's still
Yeah.
relevant now. We're still making hair now. So the process
Yeah.
of ordering and getting customers to request a calendar,
Yes.
to request the time is still very much relevant. Imagine you build this. It's like a timesheet. I've built this before. It's like a timesheet when they log in, they can see
Yeah.
when you are available. They can see that you've got
Yeah.
a customer at this time until this time, because you know how long it takes, 45 minutes. And then they can request a booking within that time. So it's a booking
Yes.
management system that allows that we can accept or reject depending on whether we've got
Yeah.
a booking or something, and then we
Yeah.
manage. Yeah, can be built.
Can be built.
100%.
Okay.
Easy work.
Okay,
Easy work.
so yeah. So do I contact you after the at your
100%.
leisure?
And you can connect me with me now, and then I will listen to you. Then I will pass you to my solution architect, or I can create a meeting with you. And then we come here at the office, we dissect it. Then we give you dates on how long it's going to take to build this thing. But that one that you need is for what we have built. That one is a 2 weeks job. It's a 2 weeks job.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Easy to build.
Okay. All right. I'll forward my number straight to you right now
Okay. Thank
on
you.
chat. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Talipani.
This is
Appreciate it.
fantastic, guys. No, man, I'm excited that people are so engaged. There is my colleague from India who's saying, I can't remember the subject, but his question has been here on the chat for a while. What was the question? Oh, God. Says, what about radiology center? How we manage all this in medical industry?
Medical industry is still very much untapped here in South Africa and in the continent. It's something that we have built a system that is not out here, it's still on the shelf. And why I'm saying radiology is still much, it's something that we need here, very much needed. But we need to start from the process of collecting information. If you go to a hospital now, they will ask you to open a file. Yeah. But if you go to another, let's say you go to Parktown, then you go to another one here in Waterfall, you will open another file. How about you get one system that allows you to open a file, and your file is open in Parktown? When you come here in Waterfall, we can see that you got pills yesterday at Parktown, because that's what's missing in the country. The same people are getting the same pills in somewhere else. The fact that you can get pills in Parktown, you can also go to Soweto and get pills. That's what's making the shortage of pills or healing medicines here in the country, because things are not centralized. The system here in the government can't track that this person has been to hospital and they were solved for this. They depend on a customer to tell them what were they healed for and why they went. That's why robberies and pills and things are happening. So there's still a need for a system that centralizes that whole economics of understanding the patients, where patients can also log in to see when the doctor is available and also request the doctor's time on the system, and then they can go to the doctor. But that whole process, we've built some technologies like that. So radiology becomes a need, but it will be nice to add it on that current system. But it's something that is required here in the country and in the continent, yes.
Sure. Okay, there are some questions. I think some are comments. I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure it out because I have too many things open now. I'm struggling to see. Let's just go back.
Messi.
Okay,
Messi.
I see people were sharing their contacts, and let's just see if there's a question. Please, what's the country dial code for your phone? Is South Africa is 27.
Yeah,
plus 27.
Mm.
Headphone Village Pro, not much in. Okay, that's the comment. I would like to connect with you, Mr. Banks. Everyone, I guarantee you, after the session, you will get an email from me with Mr. Banks' contact details and his email address, but he will definitely share it as he's about to close. He's about to share his closing remarks. We will take one last question, and definitely and definitely get everyone in contact with Mr. Banks. Mercy, I see your hand is up again, and you will be our last question for the day, and we will be closing off.
Okay, it's not a question. It's just something that came to my mind when I think it's Wisani who spoke about the meat. So I was thinking maybe you could start off with sort of like an on-demand service, right? Where he gives people maybe the opportunity. Let's say he gives them time to order during the week and it delivers on a Friday as an example. So obviously it will be fresh, right? And I think from there, that's where the build up can come and the demand, because now let's just say he starts just with meat. Let's say he's chewing beef. And then someone will be like, oh, and then what about wors, And then now we can introduce that, but more like a on-demand where you place your order in advance, but he gives himself time. So then he maybe then delivers it freshly on a Friday or on a Saturday, something like that. But from there, it's how the demand can grow. So yeah, that was just something on my mind that I wanted to just share with him to think about.
I think it's good what you're saying, Mercy, because then it sustains the production. If you have to source cows and whatever somewhere else, he's got time, and he knows that every Wednesday, Thursday, they put them together, Friday, they do deliveries. I think that's also proper.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for honoring our invite. I know I'm already off on Twitter. Unfortunately, I have one of those slow accounts, so I will send your goodbyes, Mr. Banks, on my Twitter account. Facebook, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Banks, your closing remarks, and thanks to everyone.
Thank you so much. I love this platform. It's open and it allows knowledge to be transferred. It's a powerful engine that you've created here, and well done. I just want to say, for everyone who has been listening to me, technology is the future, is the new ways of living. Let's find a way to get used to it and optimize our businesses. It will help you so much. Even for us, we were not supposed to be in this level without technology. Technology is what got us here. So any way you take it, it will take you to the next level. Vusani's business can easily automate from, do you know the distance between Vusani's business and beyond success level? It's just people recognizing what he does. After that, he will be partnering with farmers, supplying him with meat, and he will be the main distributor. It's being a middleman as well. So big business.
Yeah. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great afternoon. And Mr. I think we have another week after next, I think we have another week. He's going to be back. Don't worry. This is not his last time with us. He's definitely coming back. And thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.